Cage Minds. We got Jayme Hinshaw with us. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing all right. Main event of King of the Cage, New Blood. First main event?
Yes, this is my first main event.
So, what was the genuine reaction to finding out that main event status?
Actually, it was cool. Just a fight to me, though. You know what I mean? I'm all like main event. In a fight, it didn't matter.
One fighter falls off. Cassie, Rob, you jump in. Short notice fight, nothing new for you, right?
Yeah, nothing new.
Do you get tired of this? Is it just what you're used to? Have you succumbed to the reality that short notice fights is just what you end up taking on, or?
Like I said, I always stay ready and everything so that when opportunities arise, I'm able to take them, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, definitely you stay ready. I saw your little rant about fighters missing weight earlier. Sounds like your pet peeve.
Yeah, that's so it's our job, you know what I mean? And to be professional and everything like that, that's part of our job, is to make weight and to fight. And when other fighters, they miss weight, it's disrespectful, and it's like a slap in the face, because we did our part, you know what I mean? We sacrificed, our candy and whatever, you know what I mean, our tacos and everything that we love, and for them to just like, it's okay, you know what I mean?
So you feel that there are people out there, they just take it too lightly, that they miss weight, that the excuse or whatever they offer up isn't good enough?
Yeah, there's no excuse, you know what I mean? You're to blame whenever you don't miss weight. That's, like I said, it's what you sign up for when you become a fighter, is to make weight and to fight.
And what does it take in for you to adjust your diet and to constantly be able to maintain? Because you said you even now maintain a lower walking around weight so that you don't have to weight cut.
Yeah, I stay pretty close to my fight weight so that it's not a hard cut. You know what I mean? And yes, I have to cut back on my candy and like certain foods that I love to eat, but you know what I mean? It's my job, so I have to diet, closer to the weight, closer to the fight and everything. So like if we have to do it, it's only fair that they have to.
So it is something that you still, after the fight, you still go for your little splurges?
Yeah, I still splurge with, just like anyone else, you know what I mean? I'm deprived from that, so after the fight, I kind of binge, sometimes a little too much, but after a week or two, I'm right back on track, so.
Is it worse when it's around, one of these holidays like Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day? Does it get worse even then when you see all of the sweets and pies and all of that stuff up everywhere?
Not really. Like I said, it's my dedication. It's not worth it. I'd rather be in that cage fighting, so whenever I see that, it kind of sucks a little bit, but it doesn't piss me off too bad.
Then talking about being in the cage fighting, your last one, I believe you pulled down a girl, took her back, and choked her out?
Yes, Melissa. It went to, I think, the second round, like 2-3 minutes in, and, got it to the ground, and she turned her back. She gave me her back, so I took it.
So I remember an amateur that took a short notice fight with RFA, and it was her first time on a plane, and now King of the Cage is sending you everywhere around the country, it seems like. Gonna go to Minnesota, Idaho now?
Yeah.
So what is it like getting this travel experience from a year ago? We were talking, you hadn't even been on a plane before.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I've always wanted to travel the world, and now I get opportunities too, so it's great. I love it.
And again, with that last one, you won by rear naked choke. Where do you feel that your performance took that next evolution?
I don't know. I just go in there and do me. You know what I mean? I want to go in there and put on a great performance, and whatever my opponent gives me, I'm going to take it.
So have you felt any differences from the amateurs to the pros? Any more comfortability or anything different how you feel about the fight game?
No, not really. I just know that the longer I'm coming up, it's facing tougher opponents as I go up, and that's expected, but it's no different to me. Like I said, a fight's a fight.
So again, you came in here just to get some exercise, and now you're this pro fighter. You still get those moments of wow, where did I come from?
Yeah, like actually not too long ago I was just talking to my husband and saying like, wow, I've only been in this for 4 years and now I'm a pro fighter. Like sometimes it's like wows me because sometimes it's just like, oh shoot, I'm a fighter.
Right, and such an accelerated process. No way you could have thought you'd be here 4 years after walking in this gym, right?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't come in here looking to become a fighter or anything. I came in here to lose weight, and everyone were all like, "Oh, you're gonna end up, stepping in that cage," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." And then here I am, years later, and I'm stepping in that cage. So.
Love at first time being punched in the face.
I've always been fighting, since on the streets whenever I was a kid and everything. So now I just get cheered to do it, and now I'm starting to get paid to do it. So it's no different.
It's short notice. That's nothing new. It's a main event. That's something new. Is it bittersweet that it's so far away and it's your first main event?
Kind of. I'm all like I said, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to main event, but I don't put it as any extra pressure on me. It's a fight. A fight's a fight.
Now, earlier in the show, I talked with Bi, and she had a message for you, and it was thank you. Thank you for picking up the fight, because she was just disappointed, that Cassie pulled out. She wasn't even going to be able to fight. So, do you know anything about Bi heading into this one?
Not really. I remember watching her fight on Legacy, that other girl, Andy.
Andy won? Yeah.
But I actually can't even really remember that fight. But I know I've seen her fight once before.
So what does that do for your preparation, kind of walking in with a blank slate?
I just leave everything up to my coaches. I trust in them that they're not going to set me out for failure. We just work around what my strengths are, and that's it. We just focus on me.
Do you feel that as you progress that your strengths have changed? You don't got to say specifically what they are, but have you felt that they've changed or that area has grown as you have?
Yes, I'm constantly growing as a fighter, and that's one thing, like I said, I love about MMA is you're never too good. You're always having to learn. You know what I mean? It's always a learning experience, so I'm just always trying to learn more.
And what is that like, refining technique, and you think you're good at one thing, but then somebody has you tweak it a little bit and you get even better? You're like, what are those moments still like, those eye-opening moments?
I've never even really thought that I was the best at one thing or another, you know what I mean? And like I said, there's always room for improvement, so.
Now, heading into this big opportunity, what do you do to take advantage of it?
I'm hoping to get a title shot after this. Like, if I win, I want that belt.
And also, when I was talking to Bi, she wanted to put out a real message of unity, that you atomweights all need to band together and keep putting on these great fights so that big promotion up there will take notice and open up the division. What do you think of those sentiments?
I'm hoping, you know what I mean? Who doesn't want to go up to the big leagues and everything like that? I honestly don't think right now, anytime soon, that they'll be picking up the atom weights. But we are exciting fighters. You know what I mean? I think this is where it's at. If they don't pick us up, that's their loss.
And then the time you've spent in this division your whole career, have you seen the depth of it start to grow? Is it growing bigger and bigger yet?
Yes, I'm starting to see now, especially with King of the Cage, they're starting women's MMA in general. They're just starting to take notice on us women because we do put on exciting fights.
And what do you think it's going to take to get more recognition for the women? Because we know there's the couple divisions in the UFC. Bellator's starting to build their divisions. You do have Invicta, but what do you think it's going to take to get a division, the recognition it takes, like the welterweights and the lightweights get of the men? You always hear people talking about the depth there.
I'm hoping that they actually see us as fighters and see the fight, and if, you know what I mean, just take interest in it if we're good fighters.
And I know you worry about the fight side of it, but has that other side of, pretty girls, they try to sell them more.
Yeah.
That's the ugly side of it.
Yeah, that's one thing that kind of sucks. It's like I didn't sign up to be a model or in this beauty pageant. I'm a fighter, and that's what I am. Yes, I'm pretty, but you know what I mean? I don't really try to use that as my advantage. I hope that my fights speak for themselves, and that's what I want. You know what I mean? To be noticed by my fights and my skill, not my face or my body.
Well, do you think we're going to get to a point like that? I mean, there's Cyborg, and she gets recognized mostly for her skill or ridiculed for her skill. And then you have the way that I remember back in Strikeforce, Misha Tate and Ronda Rousey. Come on, we all remember the 2 evening gowns and that whole thing. Do you think we're going to get past that look point, or is it still going to always
Honestly,
have that?
I don't think it will change. It's just the way a society is. You know what I mean? Our culture is just, sex sells and everything like that. So I don't see it, I don't see it disappearing.
So, do you feel that's just something you have to deal with in this business then?
Yeah, it sucks. Like I said, sometimes it pisses you off, but it's something to deal with. It's whatever.
And then this event, King of the Cage, New Blood, the main event. It's going to be live streamed on Facebook. I mean, King of the Cage, we all know for veterans of there, you can see this event 6 weeks later on MAV TV. I mean, this is something special, you two getting this attention. What do you think of that?
I think that's great. I think they know that it's going to be a great fight. You know what I mean? I think she's a game opponent, and I think I am too, and I think they know that it's going to be a great fight. So I think that's why they're having it streamed live on their King of the Cage Facebook like page, I think.
Yes. Jayme, been great talking to you like always. Who do you need to thank and shout out to?
I want to thank my coaches. I have great coaches. They're always looking out for me. My team, New Mexico Wild Bunch, my husband, my daughter, Serenity, and just everyone that supports me. My sponsors, Damage Control, Dragon Dew, Jerky by Art. There's another one I can't think of right now, but just everyone that shows me love and support. Thanks.
Thank you for the time.
Thanks.